You're about to pay $1,200 for tires, and you don't have to. There are 10 tire brands that consistently outperform Goodyear and Bridgestone in independent safety tests, and they cost 30% less. Nobody talks about them because the big brands spend millions making sure you never hear about them. By the end of this video, you'll never overpay for tires again. I'm talking about brands that scored higher than Goodyear in Consumer Reports' January 2026 rankings, brands that outbrake Michelin in wet conditions, and companies that deliver 80 to 90% of premium tire performance at 60 to 70% of the cost. This isn't about buying cheap knockoffs that'll leave you stranded. These are legitimate tire manufacturers with decades of engineering expertise, some of whom supply original equipment to BMW and Audi, yet somehow fly under the radar of most American drivers. The tire industry has a dirty little secret. Those premium brands you recognize, they often own these mid-tier companies and use yesterday's flagship technology in today's value tires. It's like buying last year's flagship smartphone. You're getting premium engineering at a discount because it's not the newest model anymore. Let me walk you through the testing that proves this point, then reveal the 10 brands that are quietly dominating performance tests while keeping more money in your wallet. First, let's talk about how these rankings actually work. Consumer Reports doesn't just kick tires in a parking lot. Their technicians evaluate over 40 tire models and 800 individual tires each year at their own facilities, including a skating rink where they test braking performance on ice. They partner with outside experts who drive that rubber through 16,000 miles of Texas roads to analyze real-world tread wear. This is serious testing with measurable results. Here's where it gets interesting. In Consumer Reports' 2026 brand rankings, Michelin sits at the top with a score of 72 out of 100. Continental takes second place with 69. But third place? That goes to Vredestein from the Netherlands with a score of 68. Most American drivers have never heard of Vredestein, yet it outscored household names like Goodyear, which landed in 7th place. Even more surprising, Korean manufacturers Hankook and Kumho both tied for 5th place, ranking higher than both Goodyear and Bridgestone. These aren't flash-in-the-pan results either. Vredestein has earned Consumer Reports' recognition as one of the best tire brands for 6 consecutive years. The performance gaps are real and measurable. Take the Hankook Kinergy 4S2 versus the Michelin Cross Climate 2. The Hankook reaches 48,175 kilometers before minimum tread depth, actually outlasting the Michelin's 46,323 kilometers, yet the Hankook costs 25.65% less than the comparable Michelin. You're getting better longevity for significantly less money, but longevity isn't the only metric where these underrated brands shine. When Auto Express tested summer tires in 2025, the Hankook Ventus Evo beat the Michelin Pilot Sport 5 in wet handling, dry braking, dry handling, noise and refinement, and price. That's 5 out of 6 categories going to the supposedly inferior brand. Now, you might be wondering why you haven't heard of some of these companies. The answer is marketing budgets and brand recognition, not engineering capability. Vredestein traces its roots back to 1908, making it one of the world's oldest tire manufacturers. Nokian Tires started in Finland in 1898 and is legendary in Nordic markets for winter performance. Hankook was founded in 1941 and is so respected that they supply original equipment tires for new Audis and BMWs. These aren't startup companies trying to undercut established brands with inferior products. They're established manufacturers with decades of expertise who simply don't spend as much on advertising in North American markets. Let me break down the 10 brands that are quietly beating premium tires in 2026, starting with the most impressive performers. Vredestein from the Netherlands consistently punches above its weight class. All 7 Vredestein tires tested by Consumer Reports received their seal of approval. In a recent test of 15 competitors, the Vredestein Quatrek finished first with an exemplary rating. It delivered exceptional reserves during aquaplaning, exhibited short braking distances, and provided sporty, secure handling with direct steering feedback. Their collaboration with Italian designer Giorgetto Giugiaro shows in both performance and aesthetics. Key models to watch include the Quatrack Pro Plus, High Track, and Ultrac Pro. Hankook from South Korea is probably the best known name on this list, yet still underrated by many drivers. Consumer Reports compared the Hankook Kinergy XP directly with the Michelin Defender 2. Both tires received identical overall satisfaction scores and matched up equally across every testing area except 2, wet braking and handling, where the Hankook actually rated higher than the Michelin. The Hankook Kinergy XP costs about $20 less per tire, saving you around $80 on a full set while delivering superior superior wet weather performance. For electric vehicle owners, Consumer Reports names the Hankook Ion Evo AS as the best EV tire available. Models worth considering include the Kinergy XP, Kinergy 4S2, and Ventus S1 Evo 3. Kumho, another South Korean manufacturer, has been making waves in performance testing. In the 2026 Autobuild Summer Tire Test, the Kumho Exta Sport PS 72 traded punches with the Goodyear Eagle F1 Asymmetric 6, excelling in wet and dry braking while significantly undercutting Goodyear on price. Car Talk recently awarded their Golden Wrench for Best Tire for the money to the Kumho Solace 4SHA32. They describe Kumho as making excellent performance tires for half the price of brands you usually associate with performance. The Exta Sport PS 72 and Solus 4 SHA 32 are standout models. Nokian Tires from Finland brings over 120 years of tire manufacturing experience, though they're best known in Nordic markets rather than North America. In Tire Review's 2025 SUV all-season tire test, the Nokian Season Proof 2 delivered the shortest wet braking distance in the entire test, stopping faster than the Goodyear Vector 4 Seasons Gen 3. For winter performance, their legendary Hakkapeliitta R5 earns Consumer Reports top recommendations for excellent snow traction, ice braking, and notably rolling resistance. Most winter tires can achieve high scores in rolling resistance, but the Hakkapeliitta R5 manages it while also scoring above average for dry braking, hydroplaning resistance, ride comfort, and noise levels. General Tire represents an interesting case study in the tire industry structure. Owned by Continental, General uses proven technology in more affordable packages. The General G-Max RS costs just $160 per tire in 225/40/18 size and delivers best-in-class dry and wet handling. It brakes well in wet conditions, runs quietly, and beats more expensive options like the Indy 500, G-Force Sport Comp 2, and Hankook Ventus Vibe 12 Evo 2 in treadwear, wet braking, and wet handling. The General Altimax RT 45 punches just below Continental's premium offerings in wet weather and tread life while carrying a 75,000-mile warranty. Models to consider include the G-Max RS, Altimax RT 45, and G-Max AS05. Cooper Tires brings American manufacturing heritage with competitive pricing. Many Cooper models fall between $75 and $100, making them significantly cheaper alternatives to premium brands without sacrificing quality. Cooper excels particularly in all-season tire design and backs the Discoverer Road Plus Trail AT with a 65,000-mile manufacturer's warranty. Their winning combination of pricing, brand reputation, and popularity among automotive manufacturers makes them a smart choice for budget-conscious drivers. Look at the Discoverer AT3, CS5 Ultra Touring, and Discoverer Road Plus Trail AT. Falken, founded as a Sumitomo subsidiary specializing in high-performance tires, maintains that focus while offering affordable options. They're favorites among motorsports competitors and off-road enthusiasts, which speaks to their performance credentials. The Falken Wild Peak A/T4W has been impressing testers as an upgrade from its predecessor, built for durability with Falken's DuraSpec technology package, including 3-ply reinforced sidewalls on select sizes. Key models include the Wild Peak A/T4W, a Zanus FK 510, and a Zanus RT 660. Nexen brings 80+ years of tire manufacturing experience as one of the first Korean tire companies, established in 1942. With branches worldwide, including the United States, they've built solid engineering capabilities while maintaining competitive pricing. The Nexen Enfera SU1 offers confident performance without premium summer tire pricing, featuring a 300 treadwear rating and directional tread pattern for reliable mid-corner feedback and solid grip. Consider the Enfera SU1, Enfera AU7, and Enfera Sport. Uniroyal, owned by Michelin, represents the trickle-down technology phenomenon perfectly. They use Michelin's proven designs and compounds from previous generations, selling them at 30 to 40% discounts from current premium pricing. The Uniroyal Tiger Paw Touring carries up to a 75,000-mile treadwear warranty and 45-day satisfaction guarantee, making it popular at big box store tire centers for budget-conscious shoppers who still want reliable performance. The Tiger Paw Touring AS, Power Paw AS, and Laredo HT are solid choices. Yokohama rounds out our list with Japanese engineering engineering precision at reasonable prices. The Yokohama Avid Touring S typically costs under $130 per tire, features a 620 treadwear rating and A/B temperature rating, plus solid construction with triplex tread compound for longer life, silent shoulders, tapered rain channels, and cross-traction sipes for wet and winter grip, backed by a 65,000-mile warranty. When Evo Magazine tested the best tires for 2025, the Yokohama Advanced Sport V107 took third place, while Michelin Pilot Sport 4S ranked fourth. The Yokohama outperformed the Michelin by stopping nearly 0.6 feet shorter on wet pavement. Yokohama consistently ties or outperforms Goodyear in snow and ice handling. Consider the Avid Touring S, Advanced Sport V107, and Giolandar M/TG003. Here's what these numbers mean for your wallet. Testing shows mid-tier brands delivering 80 to 90% of premium tire performance at 60 to 70% of the cost. Car Talk found that Kumho, Cooper, Uni-Royal, and Falcon all offer outstanding all-season tires at prices 20% to 35% lower than premium offerings. For most passenger vehicles, new tires typically cost between $120 and $300 each, meaning full sets run $500 to $1,200 depending on tire type and vehicle requirements. If you want premium performance without name brand markup, Hankook, Falcon, and Kumho consistently rank in the top 5 of independent 2026 road tests, offering about 95% of the safety and longevity of premium brands for about 70% of the price. But let's address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, if these tires are so good, why don't more people buy them? The answer lies in marketing budgets and consumer psychology, not performance. Premium brands spend millions on advertising, sponsorships, and brand building. They're the names you see on race cars and in TV commercials. Mid-tier brands focus their resources on engineering and manufacturing rather than marketing, which means better value for consumers but lower brand recognition. There's also the satisfaction score mystery. Consumer Reports found an interesting disconnect with Hankook tires. 6 of 8 Hankook tires tested earned CR's recommended badge based on expert testing, but owner satisfaction scores were surprisingly lower. This isn't about tire quality, it's about expectations and psychology. People who buy premium priced tires expect them to be better, so they rate them higher regardless of actual performance. Ryan Siszolkowski, Consumer Reports' tire program manager, explains it this way: the best tires shine for impressive braking, handling, and hydroplaning resistance. For all season and winter tires, snow traction and stopping on ice are important in our scores. Notice he doesn't mention brand names, just measurable performance metrics. Gordon Jingra, an automotive engineer at Consumer Reports, adds, "The top brands can be a great place for shoppers to start, but the data shows those top brands based on testing results include names most drivers would never consider. The trickle-down technology effect explains much of this value proposition. Large manufacturers often own mid-tier brands and use high-end tread patterns and rubber compounds from 3 or 4 years ago, technology that was premium then and is still vastly superior to today's generic budget offerings, selling it at 30 to 40% discounts. Continental owns General Tire. Michelin owns Uni-Royal. Sumitomo owns Falcon. This isn't about compromising safety or performance. These companies use the same rubber compounds, manufacturing processes, and quality control standards as their parent companies or premium competitors. The difference is marketing spend and brand positioning, not engineering capability. Current trends for 2026 show this value proposition becoming even more compelling. For sedans and compact cars, complete tire sets range from $320 to $600, with economy brands at the low end and well-known mid-tier brands in the middle. Premium brands push into the $800 to $1,200 range, but testing doesn't support those price premiums for most drivers. Electric vehicle owners face even steeper pricing, with EV-specific tires running $720 to $1,160 per set due to reinforced construction and specialized compounds to handle increased weight and instant torque. Here again, brands like Hankook offer compelling alternatives, with Consumer Reports naming the Hankook Ion Evo AS as the best EV tire available. The warranty game also favors these underrated brands. While premium manufacturers offer standard warranties, mid-tier brands often exceed them to build confidence. Hankook provides some of the best warranties on the market. Cooper backs the Discoverer Road Plus Trail AT with 65,000 miles. General offers 75,000 miles on the Altimax RT45. Yokohama provides 65,000 miles on the Avid Touring S. So what should you do with this information? Start by identifying your actual needs rather than brand preferences. If you're driving a daily commuter in mixed weather conditions, the Hankook Kinergy 4S2 or Kumho Solus 4SHA32 offer all-weather capability that matches or exceeds premium options while saving significant money. For performance driving or sports cars, consider the Vredestein Quatrac Pro Plus or Falcon Azani's FK510. Both deliver genuine high-performance capability without premium pricing. Winter driving demands specialized tires, and here Nokian's Hakapeliitta line brings over a century of Nordic winter experience at prices well below premium winter options. For trucks and SUVs, Cooper's Discoverer line or Falcon's Wild Peak series offer genuine off-road capability and durability with strong warranties and competitive pricing. The bottom line is this: premium tire performance is available from multiple manufacturers at various price points. Brand recognition often correlates more strongly with marketing budgets than engineering capability or real-world performance. Testing data from Consumer Reports, Auto Build, ADAC, Tire Reviews, and other independent organizations consistently shows that several underrated brands match or exceed premium performance while delivering significant cost savings. These aren't compromised choices, they're smart choices based on measurable performance data rather than brand reputation. Your next tire purchase doesn't have to break the bank to keep you safe on the road. These 10 underrated brands prove that premium performance and budget-conscious pricing aren't mutually exclusive. The question isn't whether you can afford premium tires, it's whether you can afford to ignore these better values hiding in plain sight.